Meaning, sir, yes. Acquiring a new presidential jet, is not off the table completely.
Oh, it can never be off the table. Now, at the beginning of this conversation, we see the history of presidential jet.
Absolutely.
In fact, it even goes back to the Asempa time. Our cut off for 27, for 28, and then he had a flying coffin. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the mid-90s, it became a huge issue. Indeed, on one or two occasions, there were some scares for the president. I think President Rollins at the time when he sat in the FOCA, 28 and 27. I recall, say, even as recently as 2011, 2012, the FOCA 28 was still flying. Maximum Diakokumaseda when I was in government. So it can never be off the table, except that when you get to the point of making that decision now, you consider all factors in terms of cost-benefit analysis. That is not what the Akufo-Addo government did. They didn't choose the cost-effective approach. They chose extravagance. Indeed, Abra honorable could have 2 years I exposition. So the pictures now at the bar, authentic. I want to come once and body there. We also said no, this is a bit too lavish. The cost is too much. If I make actually the analogy say, there are cars that sell for $400,000 and they will be so 100,000. It is 80,000. It will have rented with so. Now we doing job but it's now for top $400,000 car. People will definitely criticize you.
But on the evidence of what has happened almost 8 months into this new government, about the Falcon, say a call for repairs near who corrosion been ade. Wouldn't it ground the fact, say, comments made about the Falcon being in pristine condition, fit for purpose, were not factually true at the time they were made? At the time,
it was fit for purpose. Oh, the massacre action, let me repeat it again. Said me, in the first 2-3 months, Martina presidential aircraft 3 times to 3 different countries. Nothing otherwise, the Air Force will never permit the president to sit in it.
Okay, in the meaning, says,
but it doesn't mean that subsequently, if you detect, say, Chimatobia Abahua, don't address it. In fact, we feed the Awuchi, meaning Tenaya for an affair and an authority. But me assure that between the time I told any CIA cafe, saying, did you attend and saying, it would have given you problems before.
Yes.
You will fix that could be Robert Saki, a battery, and after once in a while, the engine may give you a fault, but you will fix it. A time will come up because okay, baby, a break. If I do a cost benefit analysis, I'm a top of a double into my main tone way, I'm also on top of it. You can do that. But at the point where you needed it, it took you where you wanted to go and back. You have to consider your finances, the state of the economy, whether you're able to afford, whether it is necessary. But the point is that Abra Akufo-Addo said there was a problem with the Falcon, and that he needed an alternative. The alternative he went for was over the top. That was the basis for the criticism of Honorable Ablakwa and people like myself.
Very well.
It was not about whether the aircraft was in pristine condition or not. No. Indeed, if we determine that the aircraft is in pristine condition, now we just Ghanaians have the right to criticize you. But if there's a fault, a genuine fault, then you have to make alternative arrangements, either through commercial and after work or make an arrangement that is cost effective.
Very well.